orgasm through intercourse.
Okay. Because this is what the first thing they tell you when you start talking to them.
No, but I did
Hi, I'm
have
lady.
this girl on the first
Hi,
date tell me she doesn't do anal.
Oh, you told us
pretty
that.
much
Oh, how's that going?
deal killer for us. I'm not going to talk about my private life.
Oh, never. Okay. Okay, I'm going to add a few notes here about the nuzzer. Is that okay?
Yeah, please, go for it.
I think we did the soda pretty well.
Yeah.
We covered the soda water. Okay. So, right after the part about soda, the Parashat discusses the nuzzer.
Wait, just real quick. D-Matic wants to know about women ejaculating fluid. That's called urination. So this whole thing about women ejaculate, that's a myth. It's not ejaculate like male ejaculate. It's just pee. So I just want to get that clear.
That is not true.
It is true.
That's not true. That's not true at all. There's two things. That first of all, there's the thing about what do they call that? Gushing?
Yeah, it's pee.
That's water.
Which is pee.
It's water, not urine.
It's pee.
And it comes from her G-spot.
No, it doesn't.
That's a G-spot orgasm. I watch enough porn, man. I know this. That's number one. Number two is when she has a regular orgasm. This is the beauty of God. This is unbelievable. She releases. By the way, I read. You're never going to believe where I read this.
Victor Miller?
No, I read this in a book at inside a shul.
Which shul is this?
It was in Baltimore. It was in Baltimore. Check this out. They're gonna love this. My nephew's davened in a youth minyan at some shul in Baltimore, like I think I forget the name of it, like maybe like a Teret Yisrael or something, and it's like the parents all daven in the big shul, and like over on the side in the closet or something, there was like this other room, and it was like a youth minyan. I used to go daven with these guys. I was older, but I was like.
Yeah.
I actually liked their minion. It was funny, and all the guys were, teenagers, and I was pulling a book off the shelf or something. I don't know. I was just bored, and I was like reading, and there was a book there, and I'll never forget all the stuff I learned that day.
Remember the name of the book?
I don't remember the name of the book, or I don't remember the name of the book, but it was talking about
Dr. Ruth.
No, this was legit. Dr. Ruth is full of crap. She doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. This was legit. And it was, I'll just share it. I just remember this. It was talking about how, when a woman orgasms, okay, she releases this liquid that has a lot of alkaline in it. And it goes inside of her birth canal, inside of her orifice.
So D-Medic says he's never seen... Oh, go ahead.
Wait a minute. This alkaline goes there. Now, is that important or not? And the answer is it's important because it does two things, this liquid. One is it helps, bring the male ejaculate the uterus, so that she can get pregnant. The other one is that it kills. It goes inside the semen, and there's like an X chromosome, Y chromosome thing, and it will kill the female one, whatever the hell that one is. Is that the X? So that it makes it so that she can get pregnant and have a boy. So you see how this works it helps to make a male. So if you get the woman off first, right?
More likely to have a male.
More likely to have a male because this alkaline thing is going to kill the female ones, right? So it's an extra incentive to try to hold it up a little longer, right? Because the alkaline. This is what I read in this book. I read this in this book in the shul. I was like, oh, really? So there is a thing about, something about that.
So D-Medic says, never seen a girl squirt. I'm probably not skilled enough yet. D-Medic, there are very few men in this world who are more skilled lovers than myself, and I've never made a woman squirt, and I don't want to see a woman squirt. And if you ever do hit a gusher, you better make sure you've got like a lot of plastic out.
Have you ever hit a gusher?
Because you do not want it like getting all over your sheets, and like if there usually is a wet spot, so make her sleep on the wet spot.
Thank you for that practical little tips. Ginger over here says that she uses a vibrator and she has sex at the same time. So Ginger's very talented, right?
And she comes to Torah Talks all at the same time.
Yeah, and she has 2 boys. So hey, if you want boys, talk to Ginger because you have to do a few things to make it happen.
I think Dematic and Ginger are getting friendly here. Wouldn't it be amazing if we made a shidduch?
Ginger's married. We might have to give her the soda water. All right, so there's that. Now, what did we talk about? So right after the parsha about the sota, the parsha discusses the nazir, right? The sota is the woman who drinks the water. The nazir is the guy or the woman who separates themselves from alcohol. So Rashi says that the two are juxtaposed. Like we learn about one and then we learn about the other. It's to teach us that whoever sees a soda woman in her disgrace should take a vow to stop drinking and become a nazir, because it was her drinking that caused her downfall. So I've never been sure what that means, because I know a lot of women cheat without the use of any alcohol. So alcohol doesn't make her cheat. So perhaps Rashi means the following. This is like my own chiddush. When he says that the drinking caused her downfall, it was the drinking that impaired her judgment into deciding to drink the waters even though she was already guilty. She should never have drank the water. She knew she was guilty. She knew she was going to die. But because she drank alcohol, this caused her downfall. And then her body blew up in front of everybody. Had she been of sound mind, she would have been like the other women and opted to just confess. So that seems to make more sense to me. Does that make sense to you? You like that, Pirish? Okay.
Don't worry, keep going.
Uh-oh. What's that?
Keep going. I'm just.
Are those two just,
Yeah, don't worry. They're
okay.
Keep going.
Unlike with soda, the Torah does recount the stories of numerous nazars. Like we talked about how there's no sotas that are ever happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it does talk about that there were nazars. In fact, 4 are mentioned in Tanakh. 4 are discussed in the written Torah. They're mentioned. 4 different nazars. However, none of those 4 became a nazar after seeing a soda. They just did it on their own. Do you know who those 4 are?
Oh, Shimshon was one.
Shimshon's one. How do we know? Because he had the long hair and the whole thing, right? Very good. Who else?
I don't remember.
Don't know? I'll give you 50 points for each one of the 3.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I'm sorry. Just go ahead.
You want me to tell you, or should I make it a question to the audience?
No, go ahead.
Okay, Shmuel, Samuel.
Right.
Absalom.
Mm-hmm.
He had the son of David. Got his hair cut.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one's really hard. Ready for that?
Mm-hmm.
Joseph. Because it says that he is a...
He served in Pharaoh's court, so he was the first tennis player in the Bible.
No, it says that there's a pasuk about him when he was a kid, and it says that he was the nazir of his brothers. No, it uses the word nazir there. Okay. A nazir proclaims to the world that they're thinking about God. It's like when you grow your beard long, you're giving off an air, an aroma, what's the word I'm looking for? A
signal.
Aura. That's what I want. Aura. That you're thinking about God. You walk around town, rock around Pico Robertson with this, and you might as well carry a sign that says God exists.
Yeah.
Levi walking around with a beard is living proof that God exists. Even if even if you did this for the wrong reason, it says that even if you became a nazir for the wrong reasons, perhaps you're just showing off. Or you're think you're gonna because you and your ego.
Let me
right?
change my reputation.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're still proclaiming that God exists, and that's huge. So for that, Levi's all right. Today we don't have nazars, so we don't even try it. We're done because there's no base of Mikdash today. There's no holy temple, so you can't bring an offering to end a nazira. So if someone started off as a nazir today, they'd be stuck for life because you can't get out of it. So So don't say I'm going to take upon myself to be a